Hello student, I am continuing the part 1 in which we are going to learn about polyester and other fiber. Polyester, so definitely this is another synthetic fiber which is like terylene and dacron are synthetic fiber called as polyester. When the esters molecules grouped together, ester molecule, each ester molecule works as a monomer, and these ester molecules grouped together to form polymer of it, and that polymer is being called as polyester. Here the polyester, they are also prepared from the petroleum products, and by repeating units of the ester which I have already told you. What are the properties of polyester? So polyester's property, actually it is completely made by the esters, by the chemicals, so definitely it is having the water repulsion property. Water repulsion property means the water cannot stay over it. Clear? It can be blended with the cotton to form terrycot, and whenever it is blended with the wool, it is forming terry wool. So it is a strong and a tough kind of fiber also. Now let's move on towards the next fiber, that is being called as acrylic. Acrylic, it is also another kind of synthetic fiber, which is the fiber which is resemble of natural wool with, and is much cheaper and durable than the wool itself. It is a kind of artificial wool, and it look like just as wool, but light in weight than the wool, and fluffy, kind of fluffy. It is having the more fluffiness. It is to be used for making the woolen sweaters and gloves, winter gloves, and so many products of wool. Properties of acrylic: it is light in weight, soft, warm, kind of. It can be easily. Dyed easily means we can color it, and just like the wool, natural wool is not, we are not getting in many of the color, but here this artificial acrylic fiber we are getting in multicolors. Many colors are available of it, and because of one property of it, that is it can be dyed. It does not shrink and wrinkle easily because of processed by the chemicals, so it cannot be easily shrink and wrinkle. It is resistant to the moth and insects. Resistant to the moth and insects and moth, definitely they are eating the things which can be digested by them. And here the synthetic fiber are being made by the chemicals, and the fiber which contain more chemical blended with the cross-linked polymer structure of it. So definitely these bonds in between the molecules cannot be easily break down by the moths and insects. So due to that, it cannot be easily break, and that cannot be digested by the moth and insect, and it is chemically processed. Again and again I am speaking about it is chemically processed. So the fiber which is chemically processed have the property of resistant to the moth and insect. Now uses of acrylic, we can make blankets, shawls and sweaters of acrylic. It can be blended with the wool to make material for suits and trousers. There are some characteristics of synthetic fibers. What are that? These are the common characteristics. Definitely all synthetic fibers should have all these things. Strength. So definitely each and every synthetic fiber is more having more strength than the natural fiber. Natural fiber like cotton fiber, it can be easily break, but the synthetic fiber cannot be break easily. So that we can say that it's having the good strength. Elasticity. Elasticity, as it is made by the chemicals and the chemicals are bounded by the bonds, so it can be easily stretched. Elasticity it is having. If you are going to stretch it, it is stretchable kind of. As you have seen in at your home, there are many of the clothes available which is showing its elasticity, how much you can stretch it, but it cannot break easily. That's why this is one of the property of the synthetic fiber. Water absorption capacity. The water absorption capacity of certain synthetic fiber is having high, just like if you are talking about rayon. So rayon fiber is having more water absorption capacity than the nylon or than the acrylic. Clear? So here we have to be very clear with the water absorption capacity of which fiber is more. But here if we have to see, we are comparing which fiber to whom. Then only we are going to tell about the water absorption capacity of it. If I'll talk about whose water absorption capacity is more, if we are comparing the rayon with the nylon, so of course rayon's capacity, water absorption capacity is more than the nylon. I think you all are clear with this. Wrinkle resistance. Wrinkle resistance is again another one property of the synthetic fiber that cannot be easily getting cramps in between. Like as you are going to hold the fabric in your hand and you are going to crush it, as you are keeping the fabric in your palm and you're closing all the fingers together, then you're getting some lines over the fabric if it is cotton, or else if you're wearing the cotton clothes and sitting, you're getting some creases over it. So these creases as you're getting over it, that shows that it is made by cotton. But if it is not getting these creases easily, it is not getting the wrinkles easily, that kind of fiber is synthetic kind of fiber. So definitely synthetic fibers are the wrinkle resistant fiber. Next is the moth resistant. So fabric, as I already taught you before, the fabric which is processed by the chemicals The fabric which is processed by the chemicals, these chemicals blended or combined together by the monomer units, these monomer units grouped together by the bonds in between them, by strong bonding in between them. Due to that, the moths are unable to break those bonds easily, and that's why they are being called as moth resistant. I think I'm very clear with all the content of the chapter. If you have any doubt, you can send your doubt by messaging to the teacher. Thank you. Have a nice day.